Isolation Nation, hello, and welcome to the Social Distancing Social Club. I am one of the four hosts of this show, named Ben Glebe, but there's three others, who I will introduce to you right about now. The second leg of the four-legged tripod that makes up the quarantine. His name is Steve Hofstetter. Welcome him.
Damn it, Ben, the one time you do this so fast, I had such a thing I was working on, and it's not ready yet. And
Let me start again. Isolation Nation, the show gonna be great. Beginning of show. Oh
wait,
boy.
While you do this, Taylor, can I share screen?
I just can't wait for show begin. Oh boy. And now please enjoy everybody welcoming. I messed this up. Oh gosh. Point is.
Oh my god.
That is in the store right now, everybody. If you want to that is in the SPSD store. I cannot take credit. It was not my idea. And speaking of ideas, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Chris Bowers, everybody. Chris.
Wow.
So if you notice those dotted lines, is you can cut the nipples out of your own shirt, and Hungry for These Nipples, the nipples hang out of the shirt. That's the genius of the Hungry for These Nipples shirt.
How do you know where someone's nipples are?
We're just guessing.
No, actually, they're always the same spot. They're 4 inches below your chin and 6 inches out. That's where everyone's nipples are. Anyway, you say something confidently enough, people will believe you. Rachel, how are you doing? Are you going to buy one of our shirts?
I'm checking to see if my nipples are 4 inches. I don't think they are.
Well, I mean,
it is when you cross the border.
I've already.
For women, because boobs. I mean, if you measure from from your breastbone, if you take out all the meat, it's still 4 inches. Anyway,
Bowers really sticking to this.
Describe that as meat again, please.
boob meat. That's what it is. It's boob meat, right?
Boob meat.
Or as I refer to it, the Impossible Burger.
By the way, Boob Meat is playing at the Roxy next Monday.
Well, it's kind of more of a boob meetup group.
That's a good app.
I think that's QAnon, a boob meetup group. Okay.
Where do you guys think we should do our big barbecue? The Capitol or?
Yeah. I wrote something today about where I called what's the name of the one of the fucking I'm forgetting
Donald Trump, the president, Trump.
No, where I made fun of the Oath Keepers and I said something about them being a white supremacist group. And this guy wrote this whole missive about how like, oh, right wing maybe, but you can't just call them a white supremacist group. And I was like, well, the Southern Poverty Law Center calls them a white supremacist. So
What is the Oath Keepers? I don't know what that is.
Questions? What?
What's the Oath Keepers?
Oath Keepers are basically like Diet Proud Boys.
I'm not sure we should listen to poor lawyers. What are they going to know?
Well, in the South, they're actually rich in comparison, so it's fine.
Oh, okay. I got it.
Yeah.
That makes sense. There was no overnight game. There was no overnight game, at least not one that I saw. So what's today's game, Steve?
Same in my house. Sorry, what?
Oh, that's fine.
There was no overnight game. There was no morning game. There wasn't even an afternoon delight game. But today's game.
Ben, there's no action because Ben has no game. It's a whole different thing.
Whoa, okay. No.
Game.
I will take a lot of slings on this show. You can't say I don't have a game. I just haven't been playing for a while, okay?
Oh, okay. All right. This is your choice.
You've seen my game. You've seen my game, Bowers. Don't act like I ain't got no game.
Ben has game. I will speak on Ben's behalf.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Ben has short-term game, apparently no long-term game. That's all I'm saying. It's easier. It's easier to talk a woman into one night than 100. That's all I'm saying.
That's fair. That's fair.
Ben talked a woman into moving in with him despite all the shit in his house. He's got game.
Guys, honestly, I'm wondering now, maybe did I just ask her to be my roommate and I wasn't clear? She thinks she's just a roommate. Oh my God.
Was it a
Problem
Craigslist
is, you
ad?
put it
Is
on
that how you met
Craigslist.
it? There you go. See what I made the same joke. I like it.
All right, today's game. We're excited because tomorrow we are firing a president. So today we are firing a band. So the way it works is you take the name of a band and you make it about firing them. So the Beat Ittles, or Hootie and the Hell No Fish, or Hey Melania, Donald is fired and you too. Anyway, take the name of a band and make it about firing them. And the way you participate is you comment on any of our streams, our Twitch, our Twitter, our YouTube, or our Facebook. But if you want yours to count toward the prize at the end of the show, as well as having a much better chance of being read on the air, what you do is you throw yours in with at least a $5 Super Chat, Venmo, or PayPal tip. Which, speaking of that, I don't even know if I said that in the beginning of the show. If you want to support the show, that is how you do it. Venmo, PayPal, or Super Chat. But
No, you didn't. You were more obsessed with my nipples, Steve.
I was very obsessed with nipples. I was hungry. And so if you want to support the show, throw in those tips. Those tips apparently are 4 inches apart from the center. Throw in the tips. In the front row, you get 3 entries as always.
Rachel, you're saying yours are more inches or less inches away?
Think less.
fewer.
2 inches away, you just have chest and 2 nipples like right here in the middle.
It's actually 1 nipple and then the other nipple on top of that nipple.
The Robin
Her
Hood of
nipples, her nipples are like an eye ring to keep her phone up.
This is so weird. What are we doing?
I love how
Tiny
Steve starts with the
nipple.
shirt and then wonders what we're doing. Come on.
In my wine.
Look, just because I shared the shirt and just because I designed the shirt doesn't mean I had anything to do. This is Taylor. Did you just?
I found my new favorite game, guys.
Holy
Not-
shit! This is amazing.
I'm gonna be posting this poll, and also just remembered I didn't post the Beyonce poll yet, so I gotta get that going.
Taylor, can you adjust this to have one of the choices be Beyonce?
Is this visible by people not on Zoom, by the way?
Yeah.
I mean, or either someone has to say it out loud, and I'm not saying it out loud, but someone has to
Otherwise,
explain it.
otherwise we're just talking about something that they have no idea what we're talking about.
Like,
That
Taylor,
was the point I was trying to make. Oh, now it is. Now it's live on Zoom. I see it. I mean, on the
yeah,
thing.
as much as I mean, it is hilarious, but we definitely need to share it. Otherwise, it's just 15 people in the Zoom get the joke, and all the people not in the front row are just like, why does Steve
That's
want
why
to
you
make
should join the front row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want
So
to
I
get all
should
the
join the
jokes,
front
join
row.
the front row.
so that you're not confused?
And you can do that by joining the Patreon. And speaking of Patreon, we have a new patron. Bailey Doy is here. Is now part of the Patreon at the Isolation Nation level. So nice to meet you, Bailey. We are excited you were here. Thank you so much. We hope to see you in the front row someday where you can get all the jokes.
Yes,
Okay.
thank you. And still nobody explained what the poll is, so somebody want to read that? Or?
The poll is Carmel is Ben's partner, Ben's roommate, not real. We have 8 for roommate, 7 for not real, and 3 for partner. So
What I don't like, though, is Taylor just arbitrarily chooses when to close the poll, which is not fair. He's waiting for the least favorable results. He
Or
closes the
it's just
poll.
when people finish voting, Ben.
Nah. 18
You know-
voted. There was 21 in there.
Ben, I think you should angrily call the Secretary of State of Georgia. If maybe they can find you 11,780 more votes.
No, look, all I need him to find is 12 votes. Well, really 13. 12 plus 1. That's
No,
all
you're
I need.
you're only down by 5 right now. You just need him to find exactly 6 votes.
No, the other total poll, I'm combining both roommate and not real as being votes against me. And I'd like to say, Taylor, if I can just talk to you directly right now that we're private and hopefully no one's recording this, this would look very bad for you if people found out that you ended the poll early. It would be illegal, really. Illegal.
Fair point. Let me open it back up.
See, these phone calls can be effective.
all right, I think you're still gonna lose, but that's okay.
Ben, you are now losing by more in the new poll.
I think
will
us
revisit
trying to
it.
affect the poll has hurt your numbers, Ben. I think we should learn a lesson from that.
I just got a text message from my parents. Haha, we thought it would be so funny to vote against you in the poll. Okay, well.
Those
There's
are
that.
the votes for Ben. It's Ben partner, so I don't know what that means. That they think that's voting against you. All right, Ben, introduce the front row so we can move on and make the show be a thing.
After I see those poll results, not sure I want to introduce the front row, to be honest with you.
Not real is now.
I ended the poll. I ended it.
I will do it anyway because I'm a responsible adult. Ladies and gentlemen, turn on your cameras. Join us here in our video front row, where anybody can join us at sdscshow.com. We are joined by... we are...
Joined by a very concerned Chris LaBelle.
Oh my God. And we're also joined by Leedy Corbin, who has found her own nipples. Congratulations. Very proud of you. You're really growing up, Leedy. It's really incredible.
That's your the knockoff, Leedy. That's not the official one.
Holy
I
Lord.
will be making my knockoff, and it counts towards my mug competition. So, buy these.
Leedy, do not enter the mug competition. We will lose. That's no fair.
Oh boy. I've always referred to my nipples as my muggletons, by the way. So we've got Jennifer Story here with us. Hello, Jennifer.
Hi, sure,
Hopefully
Jennifer.
after tomorrow, we'll be losing the background with the lemon nipple face. That would be wonderful. I don't need to see him for a while. Frank Notaro's with us. Frank Yangles is back in his OG form. We've got Anna Hood centered perfectly. Hello, Anna. We've got Shannon Burke joining us with Tiger King vibes. Ooh, early pandemic life. And a very similar looking...
Wait, Tiger King with like the high school laser background. Like that looks like Tiger King on picture day.
And then LJ Mutz's background looks very similar, strangely.
LJ Mutz has me as Mitch McConnell.
Oh my god.
True that. That's where he got all of his destroying people skills. Only Mitch destroys people in real life, not just on stage. We got Cass. Hello, Cass, with the Hofstetter merch. Loves it. We've got Chris LaBalls joining us. Have you found your nipples, Chris? Oh, great. Congratulations. We got Sean Ehrlich showing us his hands are not touching his nipples. Well done. Brad Clark with some kind of sack, some kind of huge sack in the background. I don't know what that is. Better than his all black background, but I don't know what that is. It's like it's some kind of galactic testicle.
It's a galactic
nebula.
It's a nebula.
It looks like a mammogram. Is that boob meat? Is that what that is?
Medulla nebula.
Yeah, sure it is. We've got Technics joining us, SDSC for life with the mug face off, and that's a way to bring us together. I love that. Technically, I'm in the lead on this mug contest. We got Abby here with us. Hello, Abby. We've got Mike H joining us. Hello. We've got Frank Berman. My God, that painting. We got Adler got shot.
What?
He got shot. I don't know what that means, but he got he got his vaccine, I bet.
Yeah, he's vaccinated. Sweet.
Boom. Who Rob is with us holding a nipple thermometer. What is that?
It's 5.4 inches away.
Oh, wow.
He's measuring up.
Congratulations. That's how you know you hit puberty, Rob. We got Jason B joining us. Hello, Jason. We got Thomas Ropp. Welcome, Thomas. Thanks for being with us. We got Bill Nipples Thompson joining us. We got Dash. Hello, Dash. We've got Brian O'Connor. And damn it, the chat is blocking shit again. We got Jan Skittles Johnson. Hello, Jan. Great to see you. Thanks for being with us, Jennifer. And that is the video for Front Row.
All right, we've got two great comics with us as always. Caitlin Peluffo is back. Caitlin, how are you doing?
Oh my goodness, I'm great. A little more self-conscious about my nipples than I thought I'd be.
Welcome to the show.
I mean, I just gotta ask, does areola count? Because mine are abnormally large. 4 inches for the areola, because that's what I'm working with here, huh? Who likes pepperoni? Ah!
Saying you the area in areola?
Oh, I sure do. The Area 51, I'll tell you.
So the good news for you, Caitlin, is everybody loves pepperoni.
Thank God. It's the real boob meat, I would say.
Also, we have brand new Toby Muresianu is here. Toby, how you doing,
Oh,
buddy?
hey, thank you. It's pretty good. I had to draw 3 nipples on my shirt, but we'll make
What's up,
do what we
Toby?
can. Not bad. How you doing?
Good,
not
good to
much
see you,
right
man.
now.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah, it's great to see you again. Been a
Good
while.
to see you. I enjoy the trapezoidal room that you're in. What is
Are
it?
you a walk-in closet?
It is a closet which I have converted into a podcast studio. I'll give you the tour. There you go. That's the tour.
Well, Toby, I did want to I appreciated all of your local knowledge on what the things I was supposed to vote on in LA County this year. Your guide helped me a lot. I mean, I gave it to Chrissy. We both voted everything you said with the propositions because I didn't know anything about any of them. So I appreciated your take on those. Those were good and helped me. So I appreciate.
Is this a good time to tell you that Toby was fucking with you?
Yeah, I didn't vote. I just,
You voted twice in my house, Toby. So I don't know if that counts as a
No, I am that dude. I am that nerd who likes all the local political issues and stuff like that. That's my thing.
I very much appreciate that, Toby. My philosophy is always I just look up who donated to what, and that's how I figure out what to vote for on the local issues. Where I'm just like, oh, this evil company wants this to happen, I'm going to vote against it. Like, that's pretty
Fair.
simple.
Oh no, Toby let me know what was the best for rich people. That's what I asked him. So what's the best if I'm a rich person? How should I vote? And he gave me those answers. So I appreciate that. Very elitist, this Toby.
He's like, in that vote, how do you not already know?
How to get the poor people off your lawn.
You guys can take one of two approaches to voting in your local elections. You can either do the Steve Hofstetter method, where you study the financial backing of private corporations and figure out where their money is funneling into and how in that back way will affect the propositions and which way they're trying to get legislation moved to slightly help there, or just do what Toby says.
Which I know Toby's going to do that. I trust Toby to do that research. Just
or
like
a third
I trust Steve's spreadsheets when he's counting up how many people voted in what county in whatever state he's talking about, right? I get that. He knows that. Toby knows the local stuff. That's all.
Well, or depending, because this is local for everywhere, so you don't necessarily have a Toby to guide you. So what you could also do is just vote based on whether or not you like the person's name. I mean, there's
I only vote if I live close enough to Toby that I can get my answers from him. Until I got to LA when I had his voice. So that's how.
The only reason, by the way, that Steve ever has sex is because it involves both spread and sheets.
I'm like, oh, calculate this, baby. I do an index to a match. That was a really, really nerdy joke. Okay.
Subtract what you just said and then add some generals. If I could. We had Technics first out of the gate, who's in our front row today, tipped the show and said, "Here we go, folks. Strap into your corners and lull."
Toby's whole set is a corner.
He also said, "Thanks for the front row ticket. Shout out to Werner, LaBall, Sit in it, and Natalie for the support. Last Trump STSC, let the Biden chapter begin."
Oh, yes.
And
The unfortunate thing is, now that I got a donation, I lost Steve's vote. So
no, it depends on who. Andrew donated. He can fund things. That's fine. If Technics is funding you, that's okay. And by the way, tomorrow, I'm very, very excited. At noon Eastern tomorrow, I can go back to making fun of Joe Biden like God intended.
Yes. That's true. Yep. That was a mainstay of my campaign, so I can't wait to get back to that life.
Oh, then I'm out.
We also had Oingo Boingo, long last name, say, "Speaking of which, would it be possible in the future to boob a song, movie, celebrity?" So like boob, nipple, all of
You
that.
should totally do that. Let's do that Saturday.
I'll write that down.
I thought we were wet.
Booty in the boob fish.
We're gonna wet some stuff too.
Oh yeah, we were gonna
Wet boob it.
Someone just said wet boob it.
I did.
I did.
Well, an interesting angle, Frank.
We want boobs that are wet in a song. Let's go. Honey, cherry pie. There's a lot of them, really. If you've ever been to a strip club, there's a lot of songs where boobs end up wet. All right.
Hey, babe.
And wet tees.
Oh, Chris would know that.
Oh, of course I do. You don't wear a coat like this and not know where all the strip clubs are wherever you live.
Wait, Toby, did you just say plain white tees?
Plain wet tees.
Yeah, plain wet tees. Nice.
Hey, babe, are your boobs wet for me? No. Could you wet them? Do you have like a sponge or? This dirty talk got weird. Okay, well, just if you have a sponge, that would be great.
I'm gonna put a Ben sponge in the merch store pretty soon. So stay tuned.
That's a pretty good item because you know it's unused.
We also had Drew Clark tip the show and say Daikaju. I don't think that's a game entry, right?
No, I think he
Which
just
Jew was he
squeezed the
referring to?
Japanese.
Yeah, it sounded like a hate crime.
Yeah.
Say it again. Say it again.
How do you spell
It's
it?
one word. It's Daikaiju. Daikaju? Is it like Pikachu but not?
I don't know.
I'm not touching that with. I mean, I'm not going to where what that sounds like. All right.
All right. Well, let me get to a
couple other things.
I think he's suggesting a game entry where you turn a Jew into a lesbian Jew. I don't know.
I looked it up. It is a band. It is. Hold on a second. It is a kaiju-themed surf rock revival band from Huntsville, Alabama, now based out of Houston. How do you guys not know that?
Buying all their albums.
So that is a game entry.
I think it is, except that is how you spell the name of the band. I think they're just like, I don't like this band anymore. Let's fire them. Had to move from Huntsville to Houston to get a new start.
He said, he said it's a band.
I
I read that late.
Is it BANNED? Because then it works for the game.
Band to band.
Yeah, we're band. Yeah, the Allman Brothers Band. Damn it, I should have had that.
Couple more things. So Samuel Carr tipped the show, and then shout out to show favorite Mary Santora, who lost her father to COVID just a few days ago. He wanted to extend his deepest condolences to Mary for her loss. And I think we just we rescheduled her, right, Bowers? She'll be on soon.
I haven't talked to her yet. I'm letting her have a couple days, but I think we're gonna have her on Saturday. She wanted to be on Saturday. She thought it would really help, and then Saturday morning just texted me and said I can't do it. So we said we love her and we support her whatever needs she needs, and hopefully she'll be on next Saturday. If not, we'll get her on as soon as possible.
And of course, all of our
to make her feel better.
Yes.
And of course, all of our condolences to Mary on that sad loss.
Of course.
Yeah.
We
ready for a set now?
I don't
We're
like
all
this.
set?
I wasn't
the
gonna
applause
make a
meter
comment go after that.
So like, Toby, you haven't been on the show before? Now. Do it now.
Drifty Owl
Sean
said
Ehrlich,
Ben's tipples look better than my tipples. I think YouTube wouldn't let her put nipples. What do you think?
It's very hard to market your mammography business on YouTube. Problems with your tipples? Want to get your average check? Come on, the Tipple Emporium.
Yeah, by the way, Sean Ehrlich asked in the chat if Robin was on Cameo, and Technic said that he is. So maybe we'll do that. That'll be...
Oh, we're totally doing that.
Guarantee that's an expensive one.
It's $750. It's
we're not doing that. We're not doing that. I'm squashing that right now. Okay.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. What we are doing is we're saying we did it, and Ben's gonna play Rodman.
We're also not doing that. I don't know if you're familiar with how people feel about blackface, but we're not doing that either.
Ben's like, people do not.
Ash is aggressively shaking his head no, just so you know. So I think we have our answer there. He's now going like this as well.
I think Ben also just doesn't want to wear a Rodman jersey. I think that's.
He was a Laker.
All right, and then a good intro. LaBelle pre-tipped Toby, early tip for Toby, $5. Nobody puts Toby in a corner.
Oh, thanks. I've done it to myself. What was I thinking?
And Andrew just said in the YouTube chat, did somebody say blackface? I think I was summoned.
By the way, there is someone who is on Cameo who is a little bit cheaper than Dennis Rodman. I don't know if anybody saw how I spent my night last night, but I had a little bit of a tiff with Christy Swanson, who is a Trump supporter, and she's a dumb dummy, and she's on Cameo for only $50. So have at it, folks.
But I'll say this, Steve: you and her, you to Giuliani, her are both vampire slayers, right? I don't.
What I called her? I called her first draft Buffy, and it's sticking, and like people keep putting in her Wikipedia. So that's. I took JoJo's advice from the show the other day when she said, like, when you're tweeting at people, use nicknames, and it's fucking right. Holy shit, that was good advice.
I don't know if this was before or after, but in her Twitter bio, I'm not making this up, it says my Wikipedia page is wrong.
That was actually before, and so someone decided to then go do that. So.
Okay, I wasn't sure if that was you too.
No. I didn't make that happen, although I'm guessing it's been years of people doing stuff like this with her, because she sucks, so do that.
I do like her ice cream, though. I enjoy her ice cream very much.
She was super against sucking her whole career, and then, okay.
No, so and by the way, there was someone who, because the whole thing was, she said something how she wanted to be edited out of John Hughes movies because they edited Trump out of Home Alone 2, which is particularly funny because the reason he was edited out was years ago for time, like in Canada, and that's just but people think it's a political thing. But anyway, she said she wanted to be edited out of Pretty in Pink, and she has no lines in Pretty in Pink. And so then I was making fun of that, and then Tam also joined in and was making fun of it. And there was some guy who was like arguing with Tam about how she's in such a pivotal scene. She's in the volleyball scene, in the locker room scene. It's so important. And I just chimed in, and I was like, that was Kate Vernon. That's a different person.
Nah.
I think you know way too much about Buffy the Vampire Slayer and all the other movies you just said.
No, I looked it up to make fun of her.
Oh, I didn't. I thought maybe you knew exactly who was in the locker room scene in Pretty in Pink, and that's a whole different set of problems.
I mean, look, Kate Vernon was a very attractive actress. So.
They were talking about the other day editing Trump out permanently of Home Alone, though, just so you know, so your research is accurate. They're talking about cutting him out, and I'm not against it.
Yeah, I'm hoping they do it with history books as well.
I thought they were going to cut him out. I thought they were just going to make him the Wet Bandits. He was going to be both of them. We're going to make Trump the villain of all movies. Wouldn't that be great if he was just the villain in all movies from now on? We just put his face in. Darth Vader. He's the guy that killed Bambi's mom. He's like all the guys.
Bambi's mom. He's the AIDS in Philadelphia. Like he's.
But we make him the volleyball and Castaway. That'd be fun.
Oh, he's the Storm. Like he's.
Kathy Griffin tried to make him the volleyball and Castaway.
All right, Rach, catch us up. Let's get to a comic.
We're caught up.
All right, let's get to a comic. Coming up next, returning champion Caitlin Peluffo.
Oh my goodness, returning champion. That is something that is very. It's too much for a person with a UTI. Hi, everybody. Anybody else got one? Ladies, who's had one? Hashtag never forget. Are we out there? Yes. I see you front row, my beautiful whores. God bless you. I've had a few, but apparently I'm supposed to be embarrassed about my UTI, but I am telling everybody because it means that I am fucking. That's what it means. Okay. I am getting it in everywhere. There's a pandemic and I'll put it wherever you want. You know what I mean? I'm done. The thing is, I have a new sex drive. It's brand new. All right. It's because I am now a woman in my 30s. And all of a sudden my body decided it wanted a baby, which is a nightmare. That's a nightmare. I shouldn't have a baby. I don't have health insurance. So, this is the thing. There's a switch that flips. I don't know if you gentlemen know this, but when a woman gets to her 30s, before I was like, get your cum away from me, put it anywhere, get it out of here. And now I'm just like, give me all the cum. I'm going to save it for winter. You know, like, so I don't even recognize me. It's a nightmare. Oh my God. But I'm still, you know, I'm hoarding it. I'm putting it in a little plastic baggies and shoving it in the freezer.
Oh my God.
It's not great. It's not great. My boyfriend is mortified because it's also just infiltrated every part of my being, like including my dirty talk. That's not sexy. I'm just like, ooh, yeah, flip me over and make me a mom. Come on, give me a boy. I want to raise him right. You know, it's not sexy. It's not. But I have because my boyfriend does not want to sleep with me anymore. Just kidding. I have nipples. I've had to start watching a little bit of porn. Ooh, I'm pretty cool. Thank you. I do. I watch feminist porn. Who watches it? Huh? Bowers, are you an ally? No? Okay. Steve, you better. Okay. I watch feminist porn. It's great. If you haven't watched it, you got to do it, gentlemen. It's the same as your porn, except at the end, the woman comes. It's the only difference. Yeah. By the end of the film, the only thing on her face is a smile. It is wonderful. Oh, it's a lovely change of pace. Okay. And I'm sure you're asking yourself, Caitlin, how do you know she wasn't faking it? How do you know it was real? Oh, I could tell she wasn't faking it. She looked terrible. Okay. Is that what happens when we receive pleasure? What a nightmare. Oh my God. I didn't know I had to be self-conscious about that. Beautiful woman turned into a goblin. Holy hell. It made me want to masturbate in front of the mirror just to make sure I smize, you know? I'm really scaring my roommates. My boyfriend is very sweet though. We're just very different. He's a sweet, tender heart of a man. And I am, he is the Princess Peach to my Bowser. Do you understand? Like, we're very different. And this is how it really came through. The other day, he said he had a pain in his stomach. And I'm a very good girlfriend. So I was like, oh my God, are you okay? And he was like, yeah, it hurts really bad though. And I was like, okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad does it hurt? And he said a 2. I was like, bitch, you have to fart. What are you talking about? A 2. A 2, my base is 4. Like a 4 is a good day for me. You know what I mean? That's insane. Also, I played college soccer. My knee can tell the weather. All right. And you're complaining about a 2? That's insane to me. Oh my God. But he's sweet. You know, it's fine. He took some Tums. He pooped it out. We're all fine now. Oh God. Oh, I'm gonna do this joke. It's really dirty. Okay, it doesn't matter. I know. Am I gonna apologize now? Okay. I opened with my pepperoni nipples. Okay. Which is more of a Genoa salami. Okay, we're having fun. My boyfriend is very good at going down on me, which is important. Am I right, ladies? It's important. Men don't understand how important it is. I mean, I stayed with my ex-boyfriend 2 years longer than I should have because he was so good at he had 7 calf tattoos. Yeah, that's too many fucking calf tattoos, all right? And one of them was of Tweety Bird smoking a blunt, okay? He met my mother. That's how good he ate pussy, all right? Here's the thing. Like, men don't understand how important it is to us because we have a very different cum journey. You know, men, you have it easy. You guys just wake up one morning, run into a park bench, and cum all over the place, all right? First time you come is in your sleep. That's crazy to me. You just dream of a pepperoni nipple and you splooge in your sheets. That's amazing. We don't have that luxury, right, ladies? Not at all. We got to go down there and Rubik's Cube this shit. It's forever. So yeah, once we finally figure it out and then we pass that information on to you, we're going to keep you, okay? We're going to make it work. I don't care if you're wearing cargo shorts to a wedding. You're mine. Here's the last little hot tip from Auntie Caitlin here, ladies. If you're looking for a man who's going to be good at it right away, just look for a fella who comes from a broken home. I know it sounds so mean. It does. But you know what? You deserve it. Get yourself a broken boy. All right. Because men, you have the same theory about us. You say women are best in bed when they have daddy issues. Well, I want a man going down on me like he's looking for his mother's love. If you're going down there, I want you eating your fucking feelings, okay? You guys have been great. Thank you so much.
Caitlin Peluffo, everybody. Tip jar is open. Top right of the screen is our Venmo. You can PayPal at sdscshow.com. Of course, Super Chat on the YouTube. Caitlin, saving the sperm for hibernation gives a new meaning to the phrase winter is coming. Also, we don't know if we watch feminist porn or not because we don't get to the end.
I mean, I didn't know they had endings. They have endings? I thought you just turned it off in the middle and started. Yeah, I didn't realize. I've never seen the story have a conclusion. I didn't know there was like.
Takes 3 years to get to that part.
Look, I
don't know.
I gotta be honest with you. I watch feminist porn. It's fantastic. Big fan. Big fan.
Good job.
My favorite part about feminist porn is the men get paid as much.
I mean, sometimes the women do have to pay for a pizza on top of it, but still.
What price equality, you know?
Yeah. Plus the cost to fix the cable.
But I will say this, Ben's parents are still married, so maybe that has something to do with something. I don't know, because I'm from a broken home, and I think you're dead on.
My mother's been married 3 times.
Oh
lady."
man, you gotta be good at it.
Oh.
Plus your crooked fingers. I think that's really what solves it.
Ah,
Hey, look at Steve's fingers. Look at Steve's fingers and tell me he doesn't.
please don't.
Not putting it up there. Nope.
God.
I like Rachel too much. Nope.
Let me just say, my parents fought a lot and probably should have got divorced, okay? A lot of fighting. Very tumultuous household. And I had to live through it. They didn't end at some point, and then all of a sudden it got peaceful. I honestly went through war.
By the way, Caitlin, is using a toy the equivalent of like taking the stickers off the Rubik's Cube and just putting them on the other side? Like, is it?
You know what? At this point, ladies, do what you gotta do. There's a lot of wholesome households out there, okay? So you get your toys. That's what I'm saying.
Caitlin, you're saying you're a cum squirrel. Is that what you're saying right now? That's what you're doing?
Yeah, yeah. Pretty much. I'm a cum raccoon. That's me. So I pretty much take garbage.
By the way, the cum raccoons are opening for boob meat. It's a double bill.
Now wait a second. And also, you said you got a UTI from sex. I didn't know sex meant you had a lot. The UTI meant you had a lot of sex. I thought you just didn't have enough cranberry juice. Is that? I thought that's what.
No, you can get it from having too much sex. You have to apparently you're supposed to pee right after you have sex.
Pee every
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. Well, sometimes you don't, and you can get a UTI. I have
That shows
said
you-
many times I am a dirty bitch. I have said that multiple times on this.
I like it when women pee during sex. Is that weird?
Oh my god.
Oh,
It's 2 birds, right? That kills 2 birds in one stone, right? That's probably
Safety first, man.
yeah.
That's why you're not supposed to cuddle after. We're always like, oh, guys don't want to cuddle after. Yeah, because we don't want you to be sick. You have to get up, go pee. By the time you're back, if I'm asleep, that's, you peed too long.
Yeah, Ben's like, you gotta take care of yourself. Get up, go pee. I'll play this iPhone game, for a while. I'll sort my globes, whatever it is that we need to do.
I don't play iPhone games, Steve. I do sort globes. That's a fact. But
Is that
Like Ben has
sometimes they
one
forget
ring.
the balls,
I was about to be like, you get up and go pee. I'll check my email. I'm like, wait, no, that's me. That's not Ben. That's me. Sorry.
Definitely don't check email after sex. That's for sure.
Or before.
That's true.
Ben, you look like you have a nose ring. Anybody
I was
else?
gonna say that. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a little shadow on his.
You guys noticed. Thank you very much.
Did you get a nose ring?
You guys like it?
He did get it.
Oh, what?
What?
Shut up.
No, it's a filter.
I'm a feminist. What do you mean? You don't like it?
Touch it. Touch it.
Sure.
Here you
Pull it.
pull it.
That would
twist
be
it,
painful. It's
A shadow
very sore
looks like
right
you have a
now.
nose ring filter.
Pop
It's a
it.
weird filter.
Wait, Chris in the chat just said bop it.
Twist it. Ow, I think he really has a nose ring.
He
Yeah,
doesn't.
man.
Of course he doesn't.
Why can't I have a nose ring? What are you so
you don't have a
shocked
broken
by?
home.
There's a lot of fighting in my house.
You ain't got no nose ring. You ain't no pussy. You got parents that love you. Name's Clarence.
Yeah, we actually there was I was in a really shitty band in college, but there were 4 of us and 3 of us had divorced parents, so we always made fun of the guy whose parents were still happy.
Steve, you were in a band?
I was in a band. Yeah, I used to play guitar.
What?
What?
Yeah.
What?
With those
You
fingers,
played-
absolutely.
Slide guitar, I bet. Okay.
Are you still playing it in your mind at all times?
What was the band
That's
name?
why your fingers are still bent as though you're playing.
The band name was Damn the Core. It was because we were at Columbia and the core curriculum was the thing we all had to take. We hated it, and so it was called Damn the Core.
That's the nerdiest thing I've ever heard.
That was
Started a band to protest your fucking elective requirements at college.
elective requirements. That's not what an elective is, Bowers.
Rage against one of the world's top private universities that we attend.
It was rage against this specific machine. Wait, Bowers.
Want to take no science.
Bowers. I am familiar with what songs you wrote. Don't even.
Hey, Phoenix was a feminist time. Phoenix was the first feminist band, dude. It was the first feminist heavy metal band I did in '84.
If by feminist band you mean you wrote a bunch of lyrics about women so that you could hopefully get laid, sure. Yeah.
Oh, I was legitimately mad at guys that were mean to girls. I hated the dudes, not the girls. I love the girls. I was so mad that guys were mean to them. That's what all my rage-
Also, feminists are still allowed to want to get laid. There would be a lot less feminists if that weren't part of the package.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying the motivation is part of what makes it. It's not just
I think the world would be a much better place if people realize that if you're nice to women, you get laid more. There'd be a lot more feminists. Everybody'd be happier.
Caitlin, you want to weigh in on this?
No, I'm gonna let you guys just hash this one out.
No.
It's very fun to watch this situation right here. Yeah.
Hey, Shannon Burke has
Be
a new
nice
background.
to women, they'll fuck you.
Oh my god.
Notice she's got a nose ring, and those nipples are 4 inches from the center, and the lady behind her.
Earrings. Got those dick.
Nice earrings, Shannon.
Yep, Shannon's got the Steve penis earrings, which is great.
All right, let's get to some tits.
Ooh, yes.
So we had Grimbeard, 5 pounds, and said, "I've never felt so inadequate for not being able to solve a Rubik's Cube."
As you should.
You have to solve it with your mouth. That's the key.
That's kind of true. Colleen Hansen, $5. Here's some indirect yield for a goal seek that your base will pivot to max excel jokes in the forecast.
Nice.
Okay.
Was that a spreadsheet joke?
Spreadsheet joke.
One day I'll get there.
Sorry. Marion White, $10. Daddy issues, feed your feelings. Nailed it.
Thank you.
Wait, Ben? What is Ben doing right now?
With his tongue, huh? Yeah, okay.
Welcome, ladies.
All right, mix it up and do it again.
That looks so kinky.
Ow! It hurts so much. Don't get that in there.
Yeah, that's a terrible ball
Ben,
gag.
Ben,
Oh.
Ben, what's the box in?
My jaw always hurts after.
Ben, you're supposed to put your mouth on the box, not the box in your mouth. That's the.
You can do it both ways, depending on what the
Yeah.
You don't put it inside your mouth. All right.
You
can a little, yeah. You can make
Ow! Fuck! Oh, this is the worst I've been hurt during the show ever. And I've been hit by a swiveling whiskey bottle twice.
That is the
All
Rubik's
right.
Cube.
Dave Adler sent you $5 and said, "Great set as always. I'm still loving your stickers. It makes for a great background. Everyone needs some," and then sends an everyone emoji.
Thank you, Dave. I saw your background. Thank you. Yeah, that's my. If you didn't know, I get dirtier than what I just did for you, and those are my merch.
Nice.
Dick Slayer.
That's Rosie the Rivetee.
I think a cum squirrel sticker would sell. I think you could sell it. I would buy a cum squirrel sticker.
That's when you
we
put
also-
the nuts in your mouth.
Oh.
Rachel's so mad.
Not abnormal. Tesha Lee sent in $2 and said, "Rubik's Cube that shit. I'm dying."
Thank you.
Can you guys hear the music on my side? Because it's really, oh, that's great. Fantastic.
Just in your head.
It's not. My neighbor is from hell, is what she is. Kim Stewart sent in $5 and said, "Caitlin, great stuff."
Thank you.
And then let's see. I think we're caught up.
All right. Cool. I will say, Caitlin, I understand your point that it is tough. Like, men do come easy, but like on the other side, it's way easier for women to be good in bed, up, down, really fast. You're a genius at it, where we do have to like solve a fucking Rubik's Cube. It takes a while to like figure out how it all works. You're like, Jesus Christ, it's like very intense. right?
Yeah.
Just give us some time is all I'm saying. Give us a second. Give us some instructions. Don't just call your friends and tell us we're bad at it. Just, like.
Just post it to a message board. Just write it on a bathroom wall. What are you doing?
Don't tell everyone in third grade or whatever. Just
third grade. Cause she's a third grade teacher. Everybody, she's a third grade teacher.
Oh, I was very advanced. I'm saying
He was a third grade teacher, Bowers. Third grade teacher.
I was a third grade teacher.
Person in your story, please say she was a third grade teacher.
Steve, you jumped in so fast. You were like, "Do not cancel this show. Do not cancel this show."
I'm saying
I got canceled by first draft Buffy. All right, I'm not losing it here.
I was making a joke that I was in third grade, Steve. I was
Still a crime.
She was also in third grade. If we're both in third grade, it's fine. We're both 8. It's fine.
Just because you're 8 doesn't mean you could be a pedophile, Bowers.
Oh my God, let's move on.
Listen, if there's one thing we know about 8-year-olds, they can solve Rubik's Cubes in 10 seconds.
Thank you, Toby. Yes.
Coming up.
What?
Toby. Let's get to Toby.
Oh, that's what you want to do. I thought you had more tips.
Toby can save us all.
Yes, there is one. All right, come to the stage now. Brand new to the show, but you're gonna love him. Toby Muresianu.
All right, yeah. Now that we've talked about cum for 30 minutes, who's ready for local politics? Now, speaking of cum, I actually did recently store some cum in a baby. I became a dad recently. Hey. That's where you're supposed to store cum, right? Yeah. I don't really have any material about that. I just wanted to tell you when you think about how much to donate. Newborn. Now, my wife actually got the vaccine for COVID, and so my baby now gets antibodies, from her. So he's vaccinated already, and I just have to sell breast milk on the street to essential workers. That's my side hustle now. Speaking of vibrators, I recently, at some point in the past, I hooked up with a girl who wanted me to use a vibrator on her, and a lot of guys, I guess, makes them feel inadequate. I never felt that way. I just felt like I had power steering. Anyway, but to cut to the chase, it is a big day in politics. It is the day I lose 15 minutes of material. So I'm going to burn through some of it for the last hurrah, at least. I mean, it was always actually kind of annoyed to me that people would be like, "Oh, you must be so glad that Trump is in power because you can do so many jokes about it." And I'm like, yeah, I'd rather have my grandpa.
Oh my God.
Because I have so much grandpa material, People would always say like, "Oh, it must be so great to be," like people in the past would always be like, "Oh, you should live in interesting times, you should live through history." And I wonder if my kid at some point in the future is going to be like, "What was it like, living through the Trump administration?" And have to be like, "It was so stupid." Now, pass the ammunition, son. The others are coming from our water. They usually they show people like presidents before and after their term, to show you how much they've aged. I think if you check out now, right, at the end of his term, Trump looks exactly the same. And everyone in America looks 20 years older. Check your Facebook. They do say it is a more politically divided time than any time in, modern history. I don't know if that's totally true, though. Like, I did a show the other day, and I could tell from, like, the Zoom, like, it was going to be a politically divided audience, like, there's dudes in, like, NASCAR shirts and other dudes with, like, knit beanies and stuff like that. But then, I just did my material about how I'm, like, kind of a moderate, and I tried to see both sides. And it was amazing how quickly everyone agreed. I sucked. Trump said Mexico is going to pay for the wall. They never did, obviously, but they did pay for the tunnel. I still have a Bernie sticker on my car. Wasn't a supporter. I just bought a used car. Standard. I actually grew up in a kind of a politically moderate place. I grew up in Massachusetts, which is a blue state, but we always had Republican governors because once we realized that once you go fully Democrat, a Kennedy murders someone. So, have to pull back. But it was growing up was very suburban, very moderate. Like to me, growing up, a Republican was just like a dude who thought it should be easier to get a permit to build a deck. That was like it. And now I turn on Fox News and it's like, we got to build a wall to keep out these Mexican rapists. And I'm like, oof, I guess they finished their decks. Let's see what else Trump stuff. I always my brother actually offered to buy me a gun for my birthday. But personally, I don't think I should own a gun, because I'm one of the quiet ones. It's risky. He was like, you need it for home defense. I was like, I rent. If I get in a gun battle, I'll just lose my security deposit. That's what's going to happen. But I'll be honest, that's an old joke. I talked shit about guns for a long time, and then Trump got elected, and I totally bought a gun. Yeah. Just because I'm a Jew and fool us once. That's how I saw it. Why don't I talk about local politics a little bit? I have been getting into it now, since the pandemic, especially going to like local council meetings on Zoom and just doing a tight one on zoning reform. Public comment, man, is the best stage time there is. I love it. That's like people don't pay any attention to local politics, but like that's why your rent is so high. That's why you can't afford a home. Like, those viral videos where they say, there's like a Karen going wild and being crazy. Like everyone laughs at that, but then you go to the town meeting and you realize those people control your housing. They get the last laugh, man. Like every time you're like, there's a housing shortage. Could we like allow more housing to be built? And they're like, what about parking? What about, but maybe it could have more traffic. But what about schools for our children? Like, I mean, I don't have a children in school and I didn't pay attention in school, but I still think it's really important that we not have any more people here. I used to live in San Francisco where it's actually one of the worst places for that. And across the spectrum, like I lived in let's see. I live like in the Mission District, which is like a mostly working class Latino neighborhood, where most of my friends were like hipsters who were like very opposed to the gentrification they caused. It's like a weird dichotomy, right? Like I'd go to these coffee shops full of like 100% white people who love diversity. It was weird. Like the more progressive the venues I played there, the whiter they would be. Like I did a show at a bookstore that was so white that it was just hosted by a sphere of guilt. It's amazing.
Toby, you're at 7.
Oh, I'm at 7. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, that's my time. Thank you for yours.
Ladies and gentlemen, Toby Muresianu. Tip jar is open. Top right of the screen is our Venmo. You can PayPal at sdscshow.com or, of course, Super Chat on the YouTube. By the way, Toby, I have had to go to some of those community meetings because when I was applying for the liquor license for our club in New York, we had to go to the community board meetings, and you are fucking right. Holy shit. The only people in that room, like we had a 700 square foot club, and like there were a bunch of people who didn't want to give us their liquor license because they were worried we were going to turn it into a dance club. Like, what?
Dance club for 2.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
the Soul Train was a thing, and that was about the same size as that club.
Yeah. Yeah, our place was so small it wasn't even big enough for people to do cocaine. Like that's how small that was.
Oh my God.
That's not true. You just weren't Toby, I do like the idea of the gentrification they caused. That was really funny. Like there used to be a comedy club it was a place we did comedy in Indianapolis called the Sinking Ship, and I used to tell people, go down College to where people are poor, ironically. If you go too far where they're poor historically, just turn around and come back. Like that's
Hilarious.
Yeah, there's a great coffee shop. It's called Nimby's. Should,
I love that joke, Steve.
It was a good joke. Only Toby got that joke. You guys don't know what a NIMBY is.
I don't get that joke, Steve.
Not in my backyard. We all get it. Just because sometimes people don't get it, don't laugh at a joke, and they still get it, Steve. I don't know if you're
Well,
aware
you
of
know,
the
it was the
possibility.
confused faces that made me think people didn't get it. But yeah, you know, maybe it was because they didn't like it.
I don't have a backyard, so I didn't get that joke. I don't know. I had a girlfriend that said not my backyard a lot, but I don't think that's what she was talking about.
Just sit there and be like, oh, you're such a NIMBY. Come on. Stop. More progressive.
Let's live a little. It's my birthday. Let's NIMBY this shit. Let's go.
Oh my God.
Yimby. If it goes well, it's a Yimby. It's yes in my bag. Okay, doesn't matter. Rachel, we got coming.
Your favorite cartoon was Nimby and Pokey.
You can walk into any book, but only from the front.
Oh. All right, Toby. We had Tam Brown send each comic $5, so thank you, Tam. And we had Kim Stewart, $5. Toby, congrats on the new baby. And then it's a little chickling hatching out of an egg saying congrats.
Oh, thank you.
Also, Toby, it's amazing you have a baby, considering at the beginning of your set, it doesn't sound like you know how they are made.
You just have to get a really good vibrator, right?
Yeah, you dip it in the cum in Caitlin's fridge, and then you.
Oh my God. You know what? I'm glad if you guys laugh at that. I'm really glad you didn't laugh at the NIMBY joke. I'm really...
Laugh at that, Steve.
Not in my boner yogurt. I'm sorry. Why did I say that? Why did I say that?
Why not? Let it out.
By the way, Boner Yogurt is actually playing on Tuesday at the Rock.
Everyone watching this show is going to get a UTI now, I think.
You guys want to pee before we play the game? That might help.
Oh, God.
You really committed to that runaway, Rachel. You went all the way to the door. That was impressive.
Yeah.
It's not that far.
I think she was ready to actually bolt.
Yeah, always. Taylor, always.
My jaw still hurts.
Well, that means
Well,
you
it
did.
has been
That means
a
you
long
did the right thing, Ben. You did it well.
Yeah. And
Stretch
I think it's been a
beforehand.
while since your mouth has been open and like doing something like that, right?
Wait, Bowers, have you told the Tushlog story on this show?
Probably.
Okay, all right. Never mind then.
It's a fun story.
Okay, more tips. Frankie Berman sent you $5 and said, Toby, your zingers remind me of Mitch Hedberg.
Oh,
That is a
thank
great
you.
compliment.
Compliment. Don't die.
Yeah, the back half of that,
Drugs.
half of that tip was, I wish you would. I'm kidding.
We also had Dave Adler said, welcome abroad, Toby. Great set. And then it's a
I think he
chunky
meant
little
welcome.
seal, like
Oh,
that.
Wait,
Welcome
did he
abroad
say
or
seals?
welcome aboard? Is it welcome aboard or broad, or did he misspell it, or did you mispronounce it?
Aboard.
Uh,
Misread it.
I was trying to make the joke make sense in my head.
No, Toby, it is because we are broadcast internationally. Welcome.
no, that's because Rachel hasn't seen Zara in a while, and she's hoping.
Oh, I was saying goodbye to Dash in
That's
the
how I
chat
almost
and
introduced
Reed.
Caitlin today.
Everybody, please welcome abroad. That is, I've seen comedy club MCs who that would have been an upgrade for how they introduce a female comic.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Okay. Tasha Lee, $2. Toby, great job.
Oh, thank you, Tasha.
Andrea Gordon sent each comic $5. So thank you, Andrea. Let's see. What else did we have?
Really quickly, if I can say, Rachel, we are about to witness right now the only way Steve has been able to go to bed with a girl in the last 11 months.
I don't know how Ben knows what that is. So there you go.
That is pretty hilarious because you're in the same boat, except your boat has 2 people in it.
You have no idea how much urine's in my boat, okay?
This is the longest 2 people have gone through an apocalypse and nobody's eaten anybody.
Oh, fuck. Holy shit.
Oh.
God damn, Bowers. That was good.
Bowers got a couple grand slams today.
Just like every day. Usually they're at Denny's, though.
And he lost.
Grand slam today? That's a lot of breakfast, dude. That was a funny joke. Don't say I lost it. That was fucking good.
You do look like the only guy who would get Denny's takeout.
That was the moons over my hammy of jokes.
I liked it.
Yeah, some people like it.
Yeah, but also you well established, Caitlin, that you don't have the best standards for what you do and do not like. So,
And yet you still put a Rubik's Cube in your mouth.
Caitlin also established that she doesn't have the best standards for what she puts in her mouth. So,
Hey. Standards are overrated, guys.
Exactly. I'm getting laid, all right, Steve?
I love
it's hard to lower your standards if you don't have any.
That's what I'm saying, man. Everybody needs love. Just love whoever comes along.
Bowers is like, I have low standards about having standards. So,
Just say it. What's it gonna hurt? If I got one terrible, ugly person, just go for it. Make their year or whatever. You know, who are you to say no? Come on. Just
Bowers is advocating for charity fucks. That's nice.
as a charity case, yes, that's what I'm doing. This is very self-serving.
Why do you hate charity, Steve? Monster.
Steve Bowers is friends with 3 strippers who are named Charity Fucks.
All right, let's catch up. So we had earlier in the show, Razor tipped Caitlin $5 and said, "You're so right about the broken home thing. And also listen to your partner. The only thing better than hearing her say, 'You do better than my boyfriend,' is hearing her say, 'You do that better than my boyfriend's sister.' I gotta love the crazies."
I thought you were going to say my boyfriend's vibrator, and I was like, whoa.
That's quite a confessional tip right there.
We learned a lot.
And then Pseudonym tipped the show and said, "I feel bad for Rachel for once."
First time ever they felt bad for you.
Once.
Yeah.
I don't know why this is different from any other time on the show, but that's okay. Doodoo Bean sent in $40, $10 for each comic, $10 for the show, and $10 for Leedy. So thanks,
you, Bean.
Doodoo.
Thank you,
Are we
Bean.
on like a first name basis? Doodoo.
Mr. Bean was my dad.
He was not good at building his self-esteem.
No, it's just Do. Do is his middle name.
Nickname basis. Do.
Do.
You do? No.
No, it's actually Do, and then the last name is Do-Bean.
Yeah.
He said doo-doo's cool, so I'm in.
We all say that.
And we are ready for the game.
All right.
Quick question, Rach. What is that? What is happening to that elephant behind you? I've been wondering this for a couple
The
days.
skeleton's riding it.
It's riding the elephant?
It's riding it. It has its arms wrapped around its head and like its little legs. Like
No, I think the
Sounds like
skeleton
you're
is
describing
kind
a
of
super sticker.
so we have here a guy wrapped around an elephant like that.
Okay. I wasn't sure
That's
if he
what
was. Okay, riding it. That makes sense. All right, let's get to the game.
All right, so the game today is Let's Fire a Band. These are some unpaid ones I like. If you're in the front row and want to participate, 3 game entries, 3 or less, please go into the reactions and raise your hand. These are the ones unpaid that I liked. I had Werner de Jong, the defunded police.
Nice.
And then Grimbeard, the Jackson 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. You're out of here. All right. So Toby and Caitlin, starting with the front row, these are the ones we're going to vote on. So just remember your favorite, which one you liked. There's probably be about 20. Jason B, start us off.
Okay, I've got Boys to Men to the Unemployment Line.
Nice.
The Go-Go's, no, go keep going till you're gone. And the Doors, don't let them hit your ass on the way out.
Nice. Billy Thompson.
Got Pink Slip. Bon Jovi, drug testing is now required. and the canned berries.
Nice. Adler, did you get shot?
Right.
Good.
Yeah, I'm pretty good with my shot. But I was also wondering, now, does bubble gum or chewing gum help get the nipples away a little bit, or is that anyway? So the 3 that I have arcade, you're fired.
Nice.
Okay, go. Just go. Take your crap or shit and go. You're fired. And the last one, the group is Gorgon City, so it's You're Gone City.
Nice.
Who is next? Burke.
I just have one. Foo, fight it. I would love to see your ass dragged out of there.
Yes.
Anna.
So I have Kiss Your Ass Goodbye, Your Job Goodbye.
Nice.
Floyd got his pink slip. And white supremacist snakes are getting fired.
Nice.
Jennifer Story.
Let me be Frank Zappa. You clash with the Culture Club here, and the Talking Heads feel it's time to show you the doors. We're also giving Pink Floyd the slip. Get that wrong. Anyway, you're both Grateful Dead to me.
The balls.
All right, so I have Panic at the Dismissal. Simon and Garfurlo. System of Downsizing.
Nice.
Frank Engels.
I got 3. I got Laid Off Zeppelin.
Nice.
Kiss His Fat Ass Goodbye.
Nice.
And 21 Pilots Flew Him to Mar-a-Lago. That's it.
Frank Berman.
I got a couple. So I got Outsourced by a Foreigner. Then I have Warrant for Your Arrest, Trump. And the last one I have, Get Your Rick Astley Out of This Office.
We have given you up.
Never gonna let you down.
Yeah, because you let us down.
Abby.
So, ever clear out your desk. And Johnny, we cashed out your benefits.
Is there anyone else in our front row that wants to be on air and read theirs? Do a little jig for me. Nope, nobody's dancing. All right, fine. Dash had to leave early, but his was Oingo Boingo away. E Street Band.
Nice.
And No More Faith.
Faith got fired.
Here are the rest of the entries. So Alexander Breyer, Journey to the Unemployment Line. Pam had a few. The Men Out of Work. You two are fired. Kiss the job goodbye.
Nice.
Curtis Mason, the lonely island of impeached presidents. Shannon Savage, anthraxed.
Nice.
Curtis Mason, you're fired. The exit's 3 doors down. Shannon Savage, Durkhand.
Nice.
Jack Dostal, former non-blondes. Yeah, Get Out Boy. And then New Kids on the Chopping Block. Andrea had Alice in Chains after the FBI raided her office. Exodus instead of Genesis. Foreigner without a temporary worker visa. Paramore sexual harassment claims is costing this company too much money. Huey Lewis and the bad news. In excess of employees right now. Let's see. Colleen Hansen, pink slip.
Nice.
Bare naked paycheck. The Who's next in the unemployment line? Mario Miser, Gone and Rush It. Guns N' Roses. And then Gone Trump and Hooligans. Instead of Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Nice.
We also had Jonathan S., Men Without MAGA Hats. Jonathan S., without the White House, Trump will be in dire financial straits. Jonathan S., Diana Ross and the Supreme Court packing. Marielle and Sync, bye. Victoria Scattereggio, Pink Slip Floyd.
Nice.
And the Sacked Pistols. Marielle, I think this is one entry. Help me out here. The Chain is Broken. Is that our band? So okay, so I think it's one entry. The Chain is broken. Fleetwood Mac. Go your own way. That's one. Razor, Pink Slip Floyd. And I think that's it. Those are all of them.
All right, a lot of really good ones. I liked the Canned Berries. I liked Get Out Boy. But I think I gotta go with Simon and Guy Furloughed. I think that one. Toby, what was your favorite one? What did you like?
Honestly, that was mine too, but there were a lot of them.
That's all right.
Yeah.
That's your vote. All right, cool. Caitlin, what was your vote?
Hey, you guys voted the same way again.
He's returning the favor. I voted for him on Prop 11. He voted for me on the.
I liked Huey Lewis and the Bad News and System of a Downsizing. So I'm going to go with System of a Downsizing. That one made me laugh.
Awesome. Rachel.
I'm going to give it to Huey Lewis and the Bad News.
Awesome. Ben?
Ooh, there were some very good ones. I loved the Canned Berries from Bill. I loved New Kids on the Chopping Block. Alice in Chains after the FBI raided her office. Paramore sexual harassment claims and the Sacked Pistols. But I got to give it to New Kids on the Chopping Block. That is so good.
Nice. Steve.
I really liked System of a Downsizing just because of the idea of like, wake up, you will never get another paycheck. But what?
Leave your keys on the table.
Yeah, leave your keys on the table. But I gotta go with Simon and Guy Furloughed also. That was great. So claim your prize. Email us at sdscshow.com and claim your prize.
All right. Toby, do you have any you wrote? during the show?
Yeah, I had one or two. I had XTEBT. And I had telling my wife I'm looking for jobs when I'm really playing Nintendo Switchfoot.
Nice. Caitlin, do you have any?
No, that was hard.
I only had one. I had Credence Clear Out Your Desk Water Revival. Rachel, you have any?
I don't have any.
Ben and Steve, how many you got?
I have a lot, Steve. I got like 22 of them.
I got 11. So do your best half.
Sure.
All right. You want to go first?
Sure. Lady Go-Go.
I have Dismissy Elliott.
The Rolling Furloughs.
Nice.
Rush to download your emails while you still have access.
Notice that even while getting fired, Steve only cares about his emails.
I mean, Rush is a good band.
Aerosmith. 30 years experience. Need arrows? Email me.
Oustcast.
8-6 DC.
Nice.
The police have been called.
Guns in Array filed for bankruptcy.
My boss was petty and my heart is broken.
Nerve on not gonna keep you on because the main guy was kind of why we hired you.
Bon Voyage Jovi.
Who? I don't have any record of you even being a band.
Late Offspring.
The Kinks were a little much for an office environment.
Oh, damn it. I had the Kinks are what got me fired in the first place. All right, you do another one.
Okay, I've got you raged against the copy machine.
I have There's the Doors.
Cardi B looking for a new place to work.
Sacked Black.
Chucked Berry.
And my final one, I know a lot of people entered Kiss Your Job Goodbye, but one of the stars of Kiss Your Job Goodbye is Replaced Freely.
All right, and my last two here I will enter is Elvis Pres Leave. And damn, cook maybe, I don't know. Sales just isn't your thing. Oh, sorry, and Simon and Go Fuck Yourself.
All right, it's time for the song, Ben.
It's Leedy Doodle time. It's Leedy Doodle time. Today's her first day in college, and she's already skipping class for this. It's Leedy Corbin.
Skipping. And truthfully, it's my second semester, but shh. All right. Caitlin is Bowser. Also, I have to make a conscious effort not to say Bowers every time I say Bowser.
Like Chris Bowser?
Yes. And then I have 59% thinks she's not real. Nah. Denial in the face of fact. How very Trump of you. All right. And then I have we were 8 at the time. It's fine. Also, I went through all the trouble of giving myself a nose ring. You can't even see it. All right. Then I have nobody puts Toby in a corner.
Looks happy there.
Yeah, he does look happy. All right, then I have I wish I hadn't stalled for you. I kind of feel bad about this one since Doo Doo Bean was kind enough to tip me, but I have Mr. Doo Doo Bean. Ladies?
Oh, there's spit on
Bowers and the boob meat. Bow chicka bow wow. And then I have fucked finger Steve, and it's crossed out, so it's finger fucked Steve. Sorry, Rachel. I'm sorry.
Shopping for gloves must be very challenging, my friend.
That's why he hates the cold.
And then I have a four-parter. First, it's Trump if he was Darth Vader. Trump if he was the Joker. And then Trump killing Bambi's mom.
Picture of Eric Trump.
It was too sad to end on, so then Bambi grew up and is stomping on Trump. And that's it from me.
Leading Corbin, ladies and gentlemen.
At art for my heroes on Instagram.
What is that? Is that an earring you put in your nose?
Yeah, I literally took some wire clippers and I made this just now, and you can't even see it. It wasn't even worth it. Oh. I'll stop trying to be Ben Glebe, okay?
It's surprisingly comfortable. I thought it would be very uncomfortable, but I already sneezed even, and I'm fine.
That's cool. I like it.
Thanks, man.
You're now the lead singer of Boob Meat. Congratulations. Toby, where do we find you? Where do you find you out in the world? Plug your stuff.
Yeah, just at Toby Hard to Spell on all the social networks. Just give me a follow.
Nice. Cool, man. We appreciate you being here. We'll see you next time. We'll have you back for sure, and appreciate you. And hopefully things will open up in Hollywood soon, and we'll get to see each other for real. Caitlin, where do we find you at?
Hi, I'm at Caitlin Peluffo on Instagram and Twitter, and I have a podcast called Good Time Gal about being a drunk idiot. Thank you.
Much, Kate. We'll see you next time. You can find me as always at Bowers Comedy. Check me out there. Me and Rachel have an announcement we're going to make in the next couple days, so we've got something coming up we're working on, but we'll tell you that in the next couple days. Ben, what you got coming up?
Tease.
It wasn't a good tease. This Saturday, we've got Glebe Off the Top, crowd work and improvised madness at Nowhere Comedy Club. Leedy will be there. Special guests will be there. Join us. Become a mad one. Let's do it.
Very cool. Steve?
You can check out. That's not me. No.
You're a good turtle, Steve. I'm just saying. You kind of turtly features.
All right, so you can check me out. You can check out my show January 28th at the Nowhere Comedy Club. I am doing a fun show with director's commentary show with special guests Julie Kim and Radu Bandar, and then we're gonna make that an every 2-week thing. So check those out at Nowhere Comedy, and I also have an announcement coming soon that I won't tell you about right now.
Very cool. Rach, anything catch up on before we get out of here?
No, just plug in our Patreon/SDSC. We're going to be playing Quiplash next week, so please join us. It's going to be so much fun.
Should be a lot of fun. Very
And
good.
then I did have some things to catch up on. Oingo Boingo, long last name, said he has a late entry. The Nerve, no more. Twitter, sweet symphonies. That's all to catch up on.
All right. Well, audience, thank you so much for being here. As always, we love you. We will see you tomorrow at our regular time. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for being here. We'll see you next time. And Rach, you want to say anything before you get out of here?
Just checking our Venmo. We're good. Tomorrow's gonna be a day, guys. And I'm really excited that we have a show tomorrow. So I hope you'll all join
Wait.
us.
By the way, Rachel, before you go, can we put Rachel back up on the screen for a second?
Oh,
I think I
Lord.
figured out what's going on in that picture. That is Jan Johnson taking down the intruder from next door.
Oh,
Oh God.
Well, that elephant still has its ear, so I kind of doubt it, actually.
don't see the other side though, do you?
Yeah,
She might have
Oh my
went
That's
over.
right.
You gotta
I
go.
think her name should change from Jan Skittles Johnson to Jan Tyson Johnson.
Oh, what she did when she jumped on him and bit his ear, she's like, taste the rainbow, bitch.
All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow.
I will see you guys tomorrow. It's gonna be a fun day. We are excited for it. We'll see you tomorrow, regular time, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern.
I don't have more to say than that. Goodbye, everybody.
Yeah, thank you for being with us once again. And come around inauguration time tomorrow. I may or may not officially concede the race. Until then, we're still in it, guys. Thank you for your support. We're going to do our best to pull one out last minute. Thank you for watching, and good night.
I've been working hard on your campaign.